What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of Debate and Destroy, the one and only metal podcast where we take two legendary albums on a weekly basis, go track for track to find out which is the best. I'm your host once again, Blackout Bill, and today is a very exciting episode for me because it is two albums that are very near dear to my heart. Two of probably the best albums ever made, definitely best albums of the last decade, 2000 to 2010. That being Opeth's magnum opus, Blackwater Park, versus Mastodon's, arguably their magnum opus, Crack The Skye. If you haven't checked out our first 11 episodes, they're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, and YouTube. So if you like this episode, go back and check out some of those old episodes. Maybe the Carcass vs. Death episode, or our first episode, Metallica versus Megadeth, Ride the Lightning versus Rest in Peace. Go check those out and go subscribe to us at any one of those platforms. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or just want to tell us our opinions are wrong, feel free to do so by email at debatedestroy@gmail.com. That's one word, debatedestroy@gmail.com. Or go give us a follow on Instagram at Debate Destroy, so you can see any and all updates, give us what your opinions of which albums are better, or just to tell us that we are wrong and your opinion is right. But let's continue forward as we are at one of the biggest debates here on the show with episode 12, Mastodon, the mighty Mastodon, with their album Crack The Skye versus Opeth's Blackwater Park. Time to prog it out on this episode of Debate and Destroy. Everybody get up. Episode 12, Debate and Destroy, Blackwater Park, Crack the Skye, with my co-host, the Fiend from Carrizo Springs,
Loco JJ.
In the house. How you feeling today?
I am pumped for these two.
You ready to get progged out?
Man, we're going to get going on an adventure.
Are you ready to prog out?
We're going to go on an adventure, man.
Oh,
unlike any other that we've done so far.
Journey versus Journey. And then we got our guest back from the Gojira and the Carcass and Death episode, the man, the myth, the legend, Thomas C. Cano, guitar player extraordinaire. And this guy, I told him right before, put the mic close to his face. And he's as far away from the mic as possible. Because obviously, if you go back to that episode, you go check him out. He talks very low. So you got to keep that mic real close.
Man. We'll see.
He's looking like a sexy snack, though. I tell you what, dude. He's looking like a T-bone steak. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Today we're talking about Opeth and Mastodon.
Fuck.
Dude, these two albums are literally a pleasure to listen to. They are two of the greatest fucking things ever written.
Works of art.
I think I've said that every episode, but honestly, with these two in the 2000 to 2010 range, they both are very close, if not in the top 10 of my favorite albums from that decade.
I would agree.
I agree.
I think Still Life would have been really close for Opeth, but they came out in 99, so it doesn't count. And then for Mastodon, Crack the Skye is my personal favorite. But we need to do a battle because Leviathan beat spoiler alert, Leviathan won.
Come on, that's not
Blood
close
Mountain
to me.
needs to go against Crack the Skye, so we need to do that.
That album, Crack the Skye's on a different tier.
You think
in
so?
The Mastodon catalog.
I just think because it has no stops. Both these albums don't have
There's
stops.
no bad songs.
Because
period.
Yeah, exactly, because they're both only 8 songs. Leviathan's longer, Blood Mountain's even longer. And then on these two albums, these guys were smart enough to go like, all journeys, cut all the fat. Blackwater and Crack the Skye are like, you put them on, it's for the whole thing because there's 8 fucking songs.
The whole thing.
Technically 7 on Crack the Skye, but basically 8 because the Czar is so long and the last band is a whole freaking adventure in itself. But that's all fun. But anyway,
We're going to see which storytelling's better, man.
We're going to find out. And we're going to start with two great, epic opening tracks. That being the Leper's Affinity and Oblivion, dude.
Oh,
Let's go. So from the get-go, obviously they set the tone in completely different ways. You know, I'll start with the Leper's Affinity. Like, you have the whole theme of like Blackwater Park is kind of like the eerie, creepy guitar, acoustic stuff, building into like really fucking heavy death prog. Death prog. I'm gonna call it death prog. Death progness. But
the transitions are night and day.
And what do you mean?
As in, like, it'll switch to acoustic to death metal, like in an instant.
Yeah.
In an instant, and it's like, holy shit!
Yeah,
but
it
takes
works.
you back,
like
but it
dynamics.
works. It does,
Dude. I love all the acoustic parts, but I just think of that first riff, dude, because I think the Leper's Affinity was the first Opeth song I ever heard, and I will never forget. Like the first taste of Opeth riffing is that fucking dung 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 dung.
Oh yeah, dude, it's great. Well, you get the ambient sound in the beginning, like started off, and then it hits hard with those guitars.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
And then when you get
And
just a
let's
taste,
talk about
What?
at that 2:15 mark when it transitioned
Oh,
to that
to the
main
big
riff.
riff?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
it's
Like, I was taken aback, dude. I was like, holy
Bro,
shit,
the
this
growl.
is a different
that growl,
monster.
but that riff is so fucking butter, dude.
It's like one of my favorites of all time.
Oh, it's up
slams.
there. It's a
Yeah,
fucking
seriously.
prog death metal
Dude,
riff
It's
classic.
incredible. I
That
love it.
riff mixed with Michael's voice is fucking everything because his growls are
insane.
and they're
Dude, they're
so
so
deep.
menacing, dude.
Yeah.
They're
I know.
Heavy.
Sounds
Scout.
like the devil.
He does sound like
Yes.
the devil, but I don't know, man. That do you like more of that kind of riff, like doom,
Oh,
or do you
yeah,
like
dude.
you like it better than the opening riff?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Really?
dude.
I get down with both, but I love the. I don't know. There's something about Opeth that they do those bigger chords
Yeah.
Yeah, they
that
do.
I really like it because I don't hear with a lot. I mean, Neobl vs Scars kind of does it now, but there's not a lot of bands I can think of that do really good like open chord riffing and put it in like a death metal production and still have it sound like the way Opeth does.
That's
that
a
makes
hard,
sense.
intricate part to
They're
put
know
so
what I mean?
together.
tight. They're very tight.
That's a hard puzzle to put together for that.
Exactly, but they're like riffs that could work. Maybe if they were tuned up and like a prog sense, but for some reason they work tuned down lower with his guttural
Yeah.
screams on them. You know what I mean? Instead of
agree.
just like a riff, like a most of the time, especially with death metal, I think of riffs like a single string note type thing.
Yeah.
So Opeth is one of those bands that does like big chords and makes it all work with, because they're not just
Intricate
using power
melodies.
chords.
Yeah, they have like intricate melodies mixed in with like full on chords.
Yeah, not just like, oh, I know
And
this
like
power.
jazz chords too.
Yeah, they're like really interesting chords and they're all over the place and then they make it fucking
They're
work.
the only ones that can do that really well.
Exactly. And
Seriously.
that reflects highly in their in the acoustic
Musicianship?
parts. Well, in musicianship, yeah, but in the acoustic parts, because they only know like if they only knew a couple basic
Power
chords,
chords.
it wouldn't be as
because the open notes and everything. With the
yeah. The
acoustic.
open intricate stuff like is the bomb.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
know.
And the way they transition back and forth.
Also, the dynamics between like the acoustic, like soft stuff, and then the heavy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I love that in this album. Like,
Oh yeah,
It
they
fluctuates
hit the
so
dynamics
much.
so well.
exactly.
It does.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, as well as his death metal sound is,
Oh, his
he's got a
singing
voice of an angel. Like when it switches to 450. Oh my God, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
He has
That's
a huge vocal
crazy.
range. which is
Yeah, he
badass.
does.
yeah.
It's literally an angel versus the devil with his voice.
Exactly. He
Did
fits
y'all
that.
did y'all get behind the lyrics at all of the Opeth songs?
Some of them, they were pretty crazy, man. They were pretty heavy.
Yeah,
heavy
dude.
lyrics.
I fucking obviously I love the title track, but I think we're gonna start this now because it's gonna be a debate throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
On both sides of the music, I'm really close with who I think is better. Like I think they're both these bands just musically are
Don't say it,
insanely
though.
good.
Talented,
But the lyrics for Opeth, I think are just a tad bit better.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think they're the better lyrics.
But yeah, exactly.
We'll get to Harvest later,
And
but
I'm-
holy shit.
And that doesn't mean I'm taking away from Mastodon's like themes.
Yeah.
Like I like their themes, but it's just the actual lyrics themselves.
They've never been good at
But the
lyrics
thing
though,
is, like-
throughout their career. Some of it's been good, but some of it's been pretty bad as well.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. With Mastodon, you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, where I feel like some of the Opeth stuff just the idea might not be as like detailed. I would say like the Crack the Skye theme when I was reading what it was about, it's so intricate it seems. But then when I read the lyrics, like I kind of get what the message they're kind of putting across. But Opeth's is a pretty
It's not so
easy.
direct.
Yeah, I think it's direct, but I think it's like an easy concept to grasp in the sense of what Blackwater Park is trying to represent.
Yeah.
And the execution
I
of
think
lyrics.
their music portrays their lyrics pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too, but also in the sense that just keep it simple. Like I feel the Opeth ones are like the idea is there and they're not trying to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a town. The town gets corrupted by evil. Like it's an allegory for what happens in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Where I feel like there's 20 fucking allegories going on in Crack the Skye. Who knows what's
so
happening?
many metaphors.
It's
and
like,
analogies.
hey, you want to talk about the Czar, man? But anyway, I was going to get to some of these ones. I love the lost are the days of spring. You sighted and let me in. Keep the beast inside. Shackle within my hide. Screaming out too late. Losing my hate. Grew together with your skin and pastes the trails of sin, dude. I love, especially when he sings that light part.
Heavy.
Grew together.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, man. And then the way it concludes that old fucking epic,
Yeah.
amazing.
I want to revert back a little bit what you said about Mastodon having so many allegories and metaphors and all that. I think people portray them as a stoner band,
Yeah.
which helps them because if I never smoked, tell you the truth,
Yeah.
but I feel like you told me that you smoked and it makes you open your mind.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
feel that you
Oh,
would
yeah,
go,
it takes you on a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you go through that journey and you
Yes.
see some of these allegories come to life
Yeah.
on the lyrics.
And then I can only imagine if I was like dropping acid on this. Like I'd just be
exactly.
going.
So I think it works for that.
No, it
Yeah.
does. I understand the stoner vibe totally, but I think when I'm like, let's say it's Sunday, I'm throwing a vinyl on, I'm sane of mind, and I'm just gonna have my like coffee and think about the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Opeth ones definitely ring with me more.
Yeah.
But when I'm high, they just make me too sad. I'm like start overthinking shit.
Well-
I'm like, no.
Well, I
Like
think we should
Steven
move on
Wilson.
to Oblivion because
Okay.
oh my
but
god,
I'm just
what
gonna
a
end with the
song.
Leper's Infinity. Like the way it all
Yeah.
wraps up in the end, it's just a perfect
The piano
staple.
solo
Yes.
The structure is incredible.
The last piano solo.
is just like
Is
the
God's gift to the
chords
world.
to our heart.
Right?
Yes. Doom, doom, doom,
Perfect
doom.
introduction to the album.
Yeah, and perfect outro too for that
That's what
song.
I'm saying.
It's
Yeah.
very evil, man.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
The hint.
Beautiful, but
Beautifully orchestrated, but the eerie sounds just
Yes.
oh my god, it adds
It's-
to the song.
And I love that piano because it's like sad, but it's still called like melancholy. Like you don't know. There's
It's happy parts and then there's
Yes,
also
exactly.
very dissonant parts.
I love that.
Very uneasy. which
Great
is
way
cool.
for them to end it. But yes, let's move on to Oblivion. Start off with a
Yeah, you get the slow start on guitars, the high top cymbal, and then
Oh, I know.
57 seconds
And as soon as the
in.
drums kick in, it's game over.
Exactly.
it's
And
great.
Bron's debut of singing on Mastodon. You know what I
Holy shit.
think is so fucking cool about this album is that he wasn't singing on the last 3 records. Has the confidence to put him like because he has more maybe his creative outlet on his vocal side.
Yeah.
And puts it as the start of the album. You know what I mean? Like
That's pretty.
Here's Braun.
That's
Confident.
ballsy,
like
dude.
here you go.
That's
here's
ballsy
Braun.
to do.
And his
Yeah.
fucking voice kills it.
God.
Kills it.
It is buttery.
Personally, he's my favorite singer off the band. Personally, Brent's up there.
I don't know.
I think Troy's last.
I think
You say Troy's last?
I say Troy's last.
Wow.
I would
I
go
think in the
Braun, Brent.
at this point in their careers in the studio, I'm going Brent.
But live, come on,
Live,
dude.
it's Troy
Troy,
nowadays.
yeah.
Oh yeah, actually
But
Troy.
but in this time, it was Braun. I think was the better one live, and Brent was.
the last time we
okay.
saw him, Braun killed it.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the times I've
Yeah.
seen Mastodon, it's been Braun and Troy who do really well. I think Troy's done the best. Like he really carries a lot of the shit. But Brent is always like, you never know what you're gonna get. I've seen Mastodon 6 times. I've seen
Oh
on
my
Brent,
God.
and I've seen off Brent. And you just don't know, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I love his facial expressions though. What can
That doesn't even matter. His singing was okay. Like when we saw the last Baron live, like it was pretty fucking cool. But anyway, let's talk about Oblivion because
Yeah.
I actually like especially the opening lines. I know I was trashing the lyrics, but I love like the little like the metaphor to Icarus or whatever. I flew beyond
Yeah.
the sun before his time, burning
Yeah.
all the gold around me, held inside my shell, waiting for you to pull me back in. I almost had the world in my sight. And then I love when Troy comes with the love, right? It's
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Those choruses are so fucking catchy, man. They write some of the
the
great-
chorus. I'm talking about Troy, like the bridge.
Oh,
part
oh, the
in
bridge
between.
part, yeah.
yeah.
It's
Like,
still catchy.
it's so, and that whole thing is seamless, like from singer to singer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have like Brent starting off,
Yeah.
then you go perfectly into a Troy bridge, and then you go perfectly into a Brent chorus.
Yeah.
It just works so well with who they are, like dynamically.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about the lyrics as well, that one line, break all the fingernails from my hand. It's so brutal the way they say that line. Like they're just saying it straightforward, but it's brutal and like it's cringy. Like you just feel it. It's like fuck. Imagine that.
Yeah. Heavy.
Hard.
It's hard.
But yeah, dude, in the chorus, the way it's sung by Brent, I just love how it's harmonized, like one octave lower, one octave higher, and his voice is just the shit, dude. It sounds so like stoner rock heaven.
when I hear like this like the first song off Crack the Skye, I think like I don't know. I think this group's like a super group, you know. As compared to when I hear like Blackwater Park, I think like wow, this is like a badass singer songwriter, but like not singer songwriter. No, I'm not saying like because like Michael's like telling a story.
Yeah.
I mean, both tell a story, obviously, but I don't know. I get more of like building a story.
Like a cohesiveness to Mastodon
exactly.
as all the pieces in the puzzle, whereas Opeth, there's like one guy guiding a ship.
Exactly.
You know, he's the captain of the ship.
But
doing
Oblivion
his thing.
is just like...
Oblivion's the perfect melding of like all of them together.
I love their dynamics of all three singers.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's one of the... it's the Mastodon song where they hit it...
group.
The first one they did all three, and they hit it out of the park.
Yes, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the first taste you get of all three of them singing.
They made fucking magic.
And they made magic, dude, because that song is amazing.
So
Because I've been way too long. Dude, stop. And guys, the breakdown in solo, Brent kills that fucking solo.
Oh, yeah.
That solo is one of the best
That's
Brent solos.
not my favorite off the album, though, but it is up there.
I think it's the second, if not first.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the best Mastodon solos. It's a classic Brent, dude. It's because it shows like his, his fast stuff, but I think the melodic side of the solo is just the shit that sticks out. And then the riff right after it.
Yeah, that's classic Mastodon, dude.
I know.
That's classic.
And then they don't make it too heavy because then we go back.
But then they go back, yeah.
Yeah, to the spacey chorus.
Yeah.
And the end is just perfect, dude.
I do like it. This was a very tough matchup. Not the toughest, but it was tough for me.
There's a lot of tough ones that we're going to go through. This one is one of the hardest ones. Who wants to start?
Guess.
Who wants
the
to start
guest
with
goes first.
Guest goes first. Tell me, what are you talking about? What are you picking over here?
These are both classics, but I have to choose Oblivion, dude.
Why?
Whoa.
I don't know. Just like I love the guitar solo. Brent just showing off his buttery moves, but also I just that song, it just hits me like a ton of bricks.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
really?
like the Leper Affinity, it's a grower on me, but
the song is a grower.
Yeah, it's a grower, but like the Oblivion is a badass song off the get go, and even then it's a grower.
Yeah, and then you've appreciated more.
Exactly.
Of
It's
course,
like, dude, these drums are insane.
Oh, I know. Yeah, all the little riffings and like fixings in that song and motifs are just all fucking great. And like you said, like appreciating the cohesiveness of that band with all the singers and what they demonstrate and what they bring to the table, they perfectly put in creatively what they had.
Yeah.
If that does that make sense?
You can all hear their
sure.
voice.
Yeah. Like they did the perfect.
Pun intended, but you can all hear like their like character, like they're in their music, and their part, like their music, their instruments as well as their vocals, and they don't try to like be anything that they're not.
Yeah. And one of the big things too is when I hear this song, I'm like, dude, if a record label who had a shit ton of, because this is the single, it's a huge Mastodon song, they could have easily copped out and wrote a whole album of Oblivions, in the sense that, use this as a pattern.
Yeah.
Braun sings the verse.
Yeah.
Troy sings this, and you could have probably had like someone push them into a state like let's just keep writing the hits or singles.
Yeah.
You know, which I'm glad they don't, because it changes up very quickly in the next song.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like they go in a completely different direction. But Oblivion is just fantastic, so I can see why you picked it. What about you, dude? Where are you going, JJ?
My heart,
Loco JJ.
my heart really, really wants to take Oblivion, but I can't do that. I'm going with the better song.
No way.
I'm going with the better song.
Holy
I know. I'm
shit.
a Mastodon fanboy, but I'm going with the better song. I'm going with
Oh
Leper.
my! Let's give our let's back.
It's structured so well and it orchestrates what the album's going to be. And it's a staple, dude. It's a fucking staple. And it hits hard, and I love it. I do.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, I'm not the biggest Opeth fan. I'm really not.
Yeah. I was just about to say that for the listeners out there.
Yeah.
Like JJ.
I used to fucking hate prog. It's a grower.
But JJ has gone from hating from like 67 years ago, just hating. Don't say the word prog around him because he will open the pit with some.
But I gotta be real, man. Leper is incredible, and that's what I'm going with.
That's cool, man. I didn't think you were gonna go there. I was like, JJ's gonna pick Oblivion. He hates Opeth. But I know you don't now because you've been like, I think ever since we saw them go and play, because we saw Ghost. We fucking went to LA the Knotfest weekend and saw them play Ghost Reveries.
We saw the Knotfest, the second one.
The second one in San Bernardino, and we did one day at Knotfest, and the next day was Opeth playing Ghost Reveries all the way through.
Yeah, I was like, man, this ain't gonna be good. Dude,
and
it blew my fucking mind. Holy
exactly.
shit.
Exactly. Opeth blew his mind live, dude. It was after you saw fucking That Goes to Perdition, the song after, the one you love, Bane of the Hounds.
Oh my god, that's my favorite Opeth song, by the way. That song.
You think it's still your favorite Opeth song?
It's still my favorite Opeth song.
Oh my god, it's not the best Opeth
slays,
song,
dude.
It's a great song though.
Yes.
But yeah, what they play off this album? They played Bleak and Harvest.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they did a little bit of melody. Oh, but that was from Still Alive. Yeah.
Yeah,
never mind.
But so you're going Lepers Affinity. So I gotta decide. Okay, so
it was tough, man. It really was.
These are two of like, they're just so amazing. Everyone out there knows how fucking good they are. But if I gotta pick, and it's one, and I gotta be true to myself, one that I go to more often than the other. And I don't even know if that makes it a better song.
Wow.
No, dude, I'm gonna go Lepers Affinity.
Whoa!
Because I think, sentimentally, I have more with that song than I do with Oblivion.
Yeah, I would go with Oblivion all day. Like, I can listen to that song daily. I can't listen to Leper all the time, but I'm going with the song that's a better choice. That song that's I don't know.
It's so hard to explain.
Yeah.
And it's not for me. It's just because that's the first Opeth song I heard, dude.
It's a banger, dude.
I remember hearing him be like, "Who the fuck?" Because I think I read something about Blackwater Park.
Yeah.
Because this had to be like, when did we get into Opeth? Not too long ago. I mean, like 2013.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
And I remember reading about Blackwater Park and hearing how great of an album is. And I just remember the first time I put on the Lepers Affinity, and I was like, dude, this is one of the greatest fucking things I've ever heard in my entire life.
Different.
Like, where have
Very different.
Very different. Where have I been? Where, like, Oblivion hit me the same way, but I had already heard Blood Mountain, Leviathan once I got to Crack the Skye.
Yeah, that's because
it was different.
Well, Crack the Skye was the first album I heard from Mastodon. That's why it was when I
That's
heard.
why it was sentimental.
When I heard Oblivion, it's more sentimental for me.
Because I think song wise, it's just they're very close. Oh, JJ's getting a beer. He's cracking one open. They're amazing songs. But for me, I think Lepers might be a little bit better in my opinion. So take that, Tommy. Tommy getting smacked around. He's eating jerky and JJ's getting a beer. Because
it's debate time.
Because it's debate. Oh, that's a big hit. Round 2. He got me one too. Oh shit, get up. So in that case, wow, the Leper in Affinity gets
what
the
a
pentagram
curveball from the start.
I
thought everybody was gonna pick Mastodon. Oblivion.
All right, guys, let's go on to track number 2, Divinations versus Bleak.
Man, what are we starting off with?
Let's start with Divinations because we started with Leper last.
Dude, let's get that banjo feeling.
Bro,
get it started.
Chicken pick me till I'm dead, dude.
Oh, every day.
Fucking dude, one of my favorite things about Brent
build up not fucking amazing.
The what?
Holy, the build up.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Dude,
it's fucking amazing. And my favorite part about Brent, one of my favorite parts about Brent as a guitar player in the metal genre, no one else fucking chicken picks. His chicken picking is sick.
Oh, yeah.
To open that doodle.
That's pretty incredible,
and then he shows you what it sounds like without the gain.
His chicken picking is finger licking.
Yeah. That was horrible.
Anyways.
What I love about that song is he shows you what it sounds like without the gain. And it sounds like country. You know, we're here in Texas. We hear like kind of like that. But that's more like
that blues feel, man.
Like that bluegrass,
for sure.
like Nashville
Twangy.
style.
Yeah.
Twang. There we go. Yeah. But then you put the gain over it, put Braun's little drumming.
Yeah.
And then it hits you
roll,
different, dude.
And then at 35 seconds, dude. Oh, let's circle pit like a motherfucker.
And his voice, it's gone away. It's gone away. Gone forget.
His voice is really fun. I like it.
Oh, I know. And then I love that delivery, that line singing and then screaming the next part. Oh, I love that shit. But man, even past that, the fucking chorus
Yes, dude.
Every part of the chorus is amazing.
Yes, dude. It's incredible.
Troy's voice, the
No escape.
binding spirit.
Yes, dude. It's awesome.
Amazing. While in the background,
Harmonizing.
who knows what the fuck they're doing? I've seen the video playthrough of this song. They have one on YouTube. And it's amazing to watch that chorus. Like, it's a fucking... Just what they're doing with their hands looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, well, there's no way I'm
Granted,
gonna learn
we've
that.
seen this live, but it's such a banger. We're always in the pit. We never really see them play.
That's true, but you're right. That harmonizing the and the way they play the chords, what chords they're playing, and where it is on the neck, is
Everything.
I wouldn't have guessed
It's
that
everything.
until I saw it. You know what I mean?
Right?
When I heard it was one thing. When I saw them play it on the YouTube video, like because we've seen them live play it, but you're right. I'm pitting. I'm not paying attention.
The song's a banger.
This song
dude.
is a banger. But when I saw that, I saw what their hands were doing. I'm like, gave me a whole new appreciation for that riff.
Yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
Fuck. And then you transition to like a surfer California
Yeah,
rock.
dude. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then Brent perfectly takes that vibe and makes it into a solo.
He's such a badass, dude. That solo is killer, too. That solo is badass.
And then bring it back to the chorus with the light drums so you can hear the harmonized. Yeah. Oh, love it.
Yeah, dude. And then once again, the drumming's fucking godly. Braun is a badass. Dude.
Oh,
he's
fucking
so
amazing.
good.
The octopus fucking exists,
Dude, that guy's a freak of nature. He really is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No
And he evolves. I think his drumming gets better throughout his career.
But bro, Martin Lopez on these Opeth albums, he slams.
Yeah, he does.
He's an amazing drummer too.
He's pretty
But I do agree. I think Braun brings a lot of. Here's something I'll say about Braun I can't say about very many drummers in metal, and it's not that I'm like. It's probably just because I'm not as trained on my ear with drummers as I am as like guitarists. But when I hear Braun play or Mario from Gojira, I know it's them. Like I know it's them.
Super signature.
There's something about his playing where I'm like, that's Braun. He's one of the only drummers I can do that. Another one's Gene Hoglan. It's like, dude, is that Gene smacking it back there? Just based off the way they do their fills and stuff. And maybe it's because I pay attention more with Braun. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, man, it's just like, there's Braun. He's the fucking, he's the man, dude.
You
He's
just
the
know
man.
when it's a signature.
Yeah. Dude, and the way he controls that breakdown too, because that shit hits hard too live.
Yeah.
It's even, I think it hits a little bit harder live than it does in my ears. But
the boys can just play, man.
They can play.
Just name it. Just say it. The boys can play.
They can play. But let's get to Bleak, dude, because Opeth can play too.
Dude, the guitar work.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
It just slaps you in the face.
And then Michael's singing is just godly, man.
I was about to say, as soon as he starts screaming, they keep that one open chord, and then it's
oh my gosh.
Oh, fucking amazing. And the way that chord continuously picks up is just like out of this world into the fucking like the actual singing part. I love that shit, dude. What's it called? The devious movements in your eyes.
Oh yeah.
And
it's crazy because they have so many change-ups in this song, but yet it feels natural. It does. Yeah. Yeah, the structure works really well. The transitions are really smooth. It's crazy because they add acoustics to it. Not just the guitar.
Exactly.
It's like, holy
it's
shit,
not
they
just
can
another
do this?
riff. Exactly. They put acoustics in the background. Badass. Like those eerie leads. So the when I talked about that open chord that he plays and he starts screaming, you have that really eerie lead in the background. I think it's like 3 notes, but it just
ambient. And
it's
like
ambient. There we go. That's the way. That's the word I was looking for. Ambient. You know what else you get a taste on this song that is the first part of the album where you get the taste of?
Which one?
Stephen Wilson's amazing backup vocals.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. The part fucking I don't remember what they say. I'm not as like familiar with the lyrics of this song. What's it called? You're close in the final word. You're staring right past me in dismay. Yeah, I just love when they sing together. That part is amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds so fucking good.
But then after that, at the 6-minute mark, you get back into the heaviness.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you just want to nod your head, dude.
When they bring that
Yes.
one riff back as like a motif, it just fucking works, dude.
It does.
And I'm gonna speak to both these albums. More so on the Opeth side is there's a lot of song structures that are not verse, chorus,
Traditional.
verse. Yeah, they're more of just like parts, and they use the parts where they want to. It's not very. Whereas like Divinations and Oblivion, both there's like verse, bridge, chorus, or just verse, chorus, breakdown, back.
Yeah.
Whereas like Leper's Affinity and Bleak and some of the other songs on the Opeth album,
It's all over the place.
there's a lot of moving parts. But then you're going to see them on the Mastodon record too, obviously, with like the Czar and Crack the Skye itself and Last Baron. But I just think that's cool that the way Opeth writes their songs, it's pretty amazing.
And then the ending's
they build
fast.
the riffs so well.
Yeah, they do. And they bring them back so
Opeth,
well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like you're not anticipating it to come back when it does. It's surprising.
Hits you in the face.
Sexy songwriting.
Surprising.
And
Oh man. This
But yeah,
But to me this wasn't so tough of a choice.
it wasn't tough? What?
I like both. I really do, but there's one that's like, man, dude, I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it.
Divinations, let me guess.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
that song's so fucking good, dude. I think
It's pretty fucking amazing,
a special
dude.
place in my heart.
I'm not gonna
that I've
lie.
seen live.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen a lot.
And
but
I'm not trying to be biased. I just like the song. There's so many intricate parts. Well, all the songs do. But this one is just incredible. It's just heavy.
buttery.
I feel you.
Yeah.
It's just something completely different. Not saying that Bleak isn't something different than most metal bands. Literally, there is no other band who chicken picks like that.
And then again,
It's another staple of Mastodon. Divinations is. It's another Mastodon staple because it's so different.
Yes.
And then I
No
look
one's
at
going
the
to cover
list.
that one.
I look at the track list, and there's a lot of better songs than Bleak on the Opeth album.
Really?
I believe so.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
You don't think so? There's some fucking
just think-
bangers on this, dude.
That's hard.
I just think that
I put it in the middle.
The middle.
I just don't.
We'll
think,
talk about it
I don't
then.
think. I don't think I would put Leper, Affinity, and then Bleak. I put a different song after.
Yeah,
Because
I agree with you
because
there.
Maybe
Bleak
that's what it is.
very similar sounding. I'm not gonna say very similar, but they're both just harmonic, or what is it? Harmonic minor or Hungarian minor, and then that diminished stuff.
Tommy's the
like-
trained guitar player, by the way, everyone out there.
Right? But it's like they always do the same. Like, so they do that. They start off with like the harmonic minor, or like the diminished stuff.
What would
and then
you
they
put?
resolve into natural minor or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
really?
how like I feel like both the first two songs go.
What are you picking?
Divinations, dude.
Damn, Divinations, man,
Even
fuck.
though I love Opeth. Dude.
So one, it doesn't even matter what I say, but I think I would have taken Divinations as well. I do take Divinations as well.
teeter-tottering.
No, I love Bleak, but I like Divinations more.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can't believe we're all going to agree on that. I thought someone was going to pick Bleak at least because I think
so,
they're
man.
close enough to
Bleak's a
debate.
good song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Very good song.
I think I agree with you though with the track list wise. Now that I'm looking straight at it, I think I would have. I think I
Harvest
would have.
after.
I think Drapery Falls, Bleak, Harvest,
Yeah, change it
and
up.
that's your fucking side A. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like wow.
Yes.
But I think but they just go Leper, Affinity, Bleak, and then you have Harvest and Drapery Falls, which both start with an acoustic.
Yeah.
Like,
I
lead
agree.
in.
I agree.
So I think it should have been matched different. But anyway,
Regardless.
that's beside the point. Still a fucking amazing album. Divinations gets the Pentagram of Truth. We are moving on to track number 3, Quintessence versus Harvest. So let's start. We got to start with Harvest, dude. Definitely the odd man out here being the acoustic song.
I don't even give a fuck. This song's incredible.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking catchy.
Yes, dude.
It's so
The
good.
lyrics are so dark, but when you hear just the music, it's like it's happy, dude.
Oh, I know.
It's happy. It's a happy fucking song.
I don't know. It's melancholy, dude.
You think so?
Like
it's
there's-
mellow.
no, melancholy in the sense that it feels. It's like bittersweet.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
would
It's
agree
like
with
happy
that.
sad. It's a really good feel. That's a hard feeling to like make musically. If that
Yeah.
like if
No,
you
I know
can
what
present
you're
that in
saying.
music, you're really good at what you do.
Yes, dude.
It's very melancholy. But I see what you're saying because the chords sound happy, but I think the way he sings it brings it to the melancholy. Because Michael is
Yeah.
like that. He has that.
Dude,
You know,
voice
yeah.
is just
There
on
is
a
no
different
overtly
level.
happy Michael
Michael.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice is on a different level. It's just
Stay with
impact-
me.
I do.
the impact it does emotionally is just on a different level.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Nothing like on these two, like from both albums. This is the most emotionally impacted song to me personally. For me,
The most emotionally impacting, really?
for me
For
personally.
you,
I know
it's-
we're just later on. You're gonna talk about the
yeah, Blackwater Park and Drapery Falls, but
yeah.
Harvest is amazing. No,
Yeah,
I agree with you.
for sure.
It hits home a lot.
I like Harvest. I don't love Harvest.
Really? Why don't you love Harvest?
I just think like
What?
Is it too
in all the
simplistic
other
for you?
songs. No, I'm saying I like.
Too easy.
No, yeah, right. No, I mean, okay. So this one's going up against Quintessence, right?
Yeah.
I think both these are. It's like battle of like the lower tier of the album. But
Both songs?
I think
Yeah.
Harvest. I think
I
the
would
lyrics are great. I like the delivery. I like Michael.
It's a good change of pace.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Good change of
in
pace.
the context of the album. But I'm saying in the whole album, like, am I gonna put this up against Blackwater Park?
No, of course, yeah.
So it's
yeah,
like I think
but
it's a break, like you said. But
we're just talking about these individual
as far as the whole
songs, though.
album,
Yeah.
I mean, I say bottom tier, but I like it.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's bottom tier of like one of the best albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's really it's not a bad song at all, but I know what you mean. Bottom tier on the album for sure. But I don't know, there's just something so catchy about it. And when they play it live and they do the sing along, it's just the fucking shit.
Yes.
You know, everyone knows this one. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great change of pace because compared to the rest of the song of the album, it's a little bit more simplistic, but it still works. It's still there's great musicianship there.
Yeah.
It's songwriting ability.
He knows how to hold back. You think?
Exactly.
You think
He
he's holding
knows
back?
how to hold back. He doesn't need to make an overcomplicated song.
Yeah. It's not
For this-
overpowering.
Exactly. And that's a big thing why Steven Wilson's so good. He's got kind of the same mentality.
Yeah,
Is, you know, with the Raven that refuses to sing, it's not trying to be overtly complicated. It's just a very well written
It's
fucking
so-
song.
yeah.
Does his
Well,
job.
yeah.
It does its job. And dude, Steven's backup vocals when they bring it back after that little solo part, amazing. Oh no, you can hear him throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, I was gonna
Fucking
say, dude,
amazing.
Steven meeting Michael was probably one of the best things
Greatest things
that
ever.
could ever happen.
By the way, Steven Wilson's the producer of Blackwater Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gold.
Legend.
We all know that. You're a fanboy.
Oh yeah. JJ doesn't go that prog. He doesn't like the prog rock. He only likes the prog metal.
Yeah.
If there's no screaming, why am I here?
Side note, Porcupine Tree's all right.
Dude, they're not all right. They're fucking awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a
moving
tangent. But yeah, dude, I love the chorus of the song. Into the orchard, I work for me.
What do you think about that solo? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's
Yeah.
like, it's a yeah.
And then the especially in the end when they have that,
Yeah.
and the way it plays out. Doom, doom.
But
Yes.
yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
just
I don't know. I think this is a pivotal song on the album. It's a nice change of pace, and it's still
I think it's the climax of the album.
I don't know about climax. Right? Oh, I guess so. Holy shit.
Or would that be Drapery?
Nah, I think this one is. I don't know, man. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's go to
Yeah.
Quintessence, man. I think Quintessence is a great song, but it's the worst on the album.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like this chorus that much.
The
Let
punky-
it go.
Let it go.
That punky vibe.
Yeah, man. It's not my.
I
Only
dig it.
reason
Yeah,
find the earth.
yeah, that's kind of
It's just
once
a little
again,
cheesy.
off-putting. Yeah.
The drumming's killer,
Oh,
man.
I know. And the riff, the is that chicken picking? That's chicken picking too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that part sounds fucking awesome.
For some
And
reason-
I just want to
yeah.
go finish with that. In the end, where they take that chicken picking riff and they keep transitioning it to the heavy. Oh,
that's badass, dude.
That part is amazing.
But what I'm saying, it's not structured so well that like there's some parts that you fucking love, and it's like, man, dude, why they do that?
Yeah, first time you ever
Why
listen to
they
this.
do
First time
that?
you ever listen to this album. First song you ever hear, Oblivion. Oh my god. Then you hear Divinations. What is this band?
Dude, but I
and
think-
then you hear Quintessence and you're
It's
like,
like, oh,
oh,
But I think Quintessence is a grower, dude, because it's pretty trippy.
it's cool.
It's a cool song. Literally
like-
the only part I don't like is the chorus. Let it go, let it go.
I think it's
I
so
don't like that
cheesy.
It's pretty
so
cheesy. But I like the
dude.
parts that follow because the drum, the drum groove, and the
Yeah.
only reason why the earth.
Yeah.
But the
And then
drumming- the drumming
I
is
like the
good.
verses with Brent.
Oh, Brent sings his ass off, man, in the song. Yeah.
And you can hear Troy's bass kind of mimic the singing notes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. But,
No, but tell me if you heard it the first time you ever heard it. If Divinations went into the Czar, dude, what the hell?
yeah, I guess that's true. But I'm not.
No.
That's true, but I don't want to take away from Quintessence because it is a great song. It just might have.
It's definitely
Yeah,
it's bottom tier.
I think it like Harvest or they have their place in the album, but again, I think they're bottom.
You think you're in the
bottom tier.
wrong place. You think the track listing should be different.
Maybe,
know about
maybe.
that
I mean,
either.
or you can just cut them out of the whole album.
No,
Not Harvest.
because that would be too short. It'd be too short.
Okay.
They're not cutters, dude. They're great songs.
No, I know.
They're not fat to be trimmed.
Yeah,
they're
I
lower
don't-
tier, but in the catalog of both bands,
albums.
they're
They're
both
on the bottom. Yeah. That's
No,
what we're
on
trying
the
to
bottom
get
of these
yeah, in the
albums.
catalog
in the
of the-
catalog of the bands, they're both great fucking songs.
Mm.
Harvest is up there, dude. It's a different Opeth song. Okay,
Yeah. No,
here's
I'm
why.
talking about
Let's-
Quintessence.
Quintessence?
Yeah.
Quintessence is up there as a Mastodon song.
Then some of the Blood Mountain.
It's better than a shit ton of songs off the Hunter. It's better than a shit ton of songs off of fucking Once More and Emperor's Sand. It's better than
Emperor's Sand is a different level.
It's better than all the B-sides on Blood Mountain.
Yeah, I would
and it's
agree.
better than Naked Burn on Leviathan for sure. It's got a good place, dude.
Okay.
Quintessence is a cool song.
It's middle of the pack.
Yeah. Let's say in the
There we
catalog,
go.
it's middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
I would put the same for Harvest, but I think fans would disagree because people love Harvest.
No, I don't think it's bottom tier compared to Quintessence.
Harvest. I
think Harvest is a little
Harvest
up there.
in the
Tell you
Opeth
the
catalog.
truth, I like Harvest better than Bleak. Personally.
What?
I know.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna slap you for that.
Musically,
I am gonna
blah, blah, blah.
slap you
I'm
for
just
that.
thinking. Now I'm not thinking metal. I'm thinking as a song.
Emotional impact or what?
Emotional impact hits hard, dude.
Doesn't have
If
growls.
I didn't know the
It's
fucking
Bleak?
lyrics, I still want to
Bleak?
fucking cry. now that I read
Did
the
you read the
lyrics,
lyrics for Bleak?
Harvest
Did
is
you
so
look at me in the
melancholy.
face? Look
I
at me in the
glance at
face.
them.
You
I
no,
glance.
that doesn't
I
count.
went
Go,
to dark lyrics.
go.
Look
Don't
at
do the
that.
dark lyrics. Go back and listen to Bleak with the lyrics,
And maybe it'll change it up.
and maybe it'll change your
Okay.
mind.
But I really like Harvest a lot. I really
I know,
do.
but saying it's better than Bleak, you're wrong. Like that is not right.
I'm not saying as
Yeah.
a metal song.
No, I don't
I'm
care. As a
thinking
song,
as
either way.
A song like a broad general song. This song's fucking awesome, dude.
It's good.
It's not
All right.
good.
What are you
Bleak,
picking,
dude.
Tommy?
I'm picking Harvest.
What? Oh my god!
What are
I'm
you
going
picking, Luke?
Quintessence. Are you kidding me, guys?
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? I think Harvest is a
I'm
great
the
song.
tiebreaker?
I think Quintessence is it's better. It's a better song.
No, dude. I'm going with the
Shut
emotional
the
impact.
fuck
I'm
are
going with
you-
the Harvest.
I think Bleak is better, but I'm going with Harvest over Quintessence.
I hate both y'all.
Quintessence is dude. It's
Quintessence
the worst
is
song
so
on the
fucking
album.
good. Are you
on the
ser-
album?
No,
It's
yes.
worse on the album, but the album is amazing.
It is amazing.
That song's fucking great. Fuck you and fuck Harvest. And
There's
fuck
some
you,
parts
dude.
I
I'm
don't
just
like. I
kidding.
told you, there's some fucking parts that are like, holy shit. And then like some parts like, man, why do they do this cheese? Harvest, there's no bad parts.
I cannot believe y'all
Solo's
picked
cool.
Harvest.
The whole structure of the song is awesome. I like it a lot.
But where is it for you in the Opeth catalog?
Well, I already told you I like it better than Bleak. Oh, the Opeth
In the
catalog?
Opeth catalog, which is like what, 14 fucking
Holy
albums
shit. I've only listened to like 5.
Oh.
So probably in the middle.
in the middle? Because I'm trying to think. And similarly,
There's still some better.
I was thinking of Damnation as an album because those are all slower tracks. I think it's better than the vast majority of those songs, but I think I still like In My Time of Need better. I like Window Pane. I think I might like
no,
Window
it's
Pane
not
better.
better
Window
than
Pane
Window
more.
Pane.
I love Window Pane,
Window
dude.
Pane's better.
It's so good.
In My Time of Need is
crazy.
definitely better.
That's a big. I love In My Time of Need, but I do like Harvest a lot too. I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. Let's stay to these two albums. But I'm going Quintessence. But I'm wrong apparently. These fucking
Yeah, you're
mooks
fucking wrong.
shows
You're fucking wrong.
Harvest. Are you
Yeah, you put that
kidding?
pentagram and you do it proud with pride.
Oh my god! All right, dude. So we're already halfway through because we're on track number 3. It's only 7 tracks. By the way, Patterns in Ivory is an instrumental, so
Yeah, it don't matter.
we're not going to put it against
Stretch
anything.
it out.
So it's 7 against 7. So let's talk about the album covers. Let's take a short little break here. If you guys can flip them around for me, the vinyl's up at the Debate and Destroy table. Okay, so the Opeth one is I have the Opeth, the reissue one that they had a couple years ago, so that's not the original album cover. So you're probably gonna have to Google. It's very similar to that. It's kind of that shot just zoomed in a little bit more. Everyone Google this if you don't have them already in front of you. I think, but I'm gonna use this one. It's very similar.
Yeah.
It just has more detail on the trees and it's a little bit farther back.
I think it adds to it.
Yeah, I do too. I like the reissue better, but which
To me,
one do I
this
like?
is a fucking joke.
It's a joke. Which one are you
It's
going
a
with?
joke, dude. I'm going Mastodon, dude. Look how fucking cool and vibrant that is.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going Opeth.
Are you
I
serious?
fucking love-
Why?
dude?
It's dark and eerie. It goes with the album. But, dude, if you're just looking at it side by side, you don't even know these bands. Holy shit. Does that Mastodon album not pop up to you? How vibrant and colorful.
It pops up
And
to me,
so
but also
many things going on, dude.
Less is more sometimes, man. That's what I think.
What? You're crazy.
I don't know what it is, man. I like the Mastodon one. I think the art's cool. Do I think it's better than Leviathan art cover? No. I don't think it's better than Once More Around the Sun art cover.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
Okay.
Although you're right, though.
It's not the... I love Opeths, dude. I don't know. There's something about Blackwater Park that the eeriness of looking at it right now.
It's creepy. It's a creepy album.
Perfect for what it is.
It is.
I guess so is Crack the Skye, though. Can y'all flip them around? I want to see the backs.
Dude, it's so Crack the Skye. Come on.
Okay, the back of Crack the Skye is fucking awesome, but so is the Opeth one, dude.
What is so cool about that?
I don't know. Okay, so the back of the Opeth one's just a tree because it's creepy, man. It's eerie, man.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe, dude.
Foggy tree, dude.
It's foggy tree, but it's bleak.
Oh my god. That's
Dude, the
pretty
drapery's falling
I
in the
just think
background.
because the meaning of Crack the Skye, I don't know. I feel like it's more. It's
what
deeper.
possible fucking meaning could you? Okay, turn it around
No,
again.
no,
Let me see
yeah.
the front. What could you do? What does that mean to you? What the fuck? There's a bear.
Looking through the eye of sky.
I will grant you
portal?
this.
The portal. Dude.
There's just shit just
Eyes-
thrown on there.
the
But
eye
it's
of
cool.
sky.
There's like two guys with little balls in their hand. I don't know what those are. Why do they look the exact
Have you ever
same?
done DMT, Will?
No.
And you don't know, man.
All right, Joe Rogan.
You don't
Hey
know,
man,
man.
you ever done DMT? All right, so whatever. Fuck you guys. Crack the Skye won on the album cover, right? Is that what you guys are saying?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, you're wrong. Your opinion's wrong. Though.
Your opinion's
Fucking
way wrong.
hate you
on
guys,
this.
dude. I'm losing everything today. This is garbage. I need Eric here. I need Eric for Opeth fanboy.
Oh my god, he would blow up, dude.
I know. Okay, guys, let's get into track number 4. The Czar versus the Drapery
I think this is a
Falls.
battle.
This is a battle. This to me is the hardest pick on the album.
For sure. That's what I was gonna say too.
Yep.
This is easy for
Fucking
me, dude.
insane.
It's easy for you? Tell me, why is it easy?
Nah,
And look into the mic when you do it.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Eat your goddamn beef jerky. This is
Your
hard.
goddamn work. So we started with Harvest, so let's start with the Czar, dude.
Man.
Are you fucking
This
kidding
is a
me?
journey.
What is that?
This
flute?
song
I'm
is a-
bad on instruments. What is that? A flute in the intro? What kind of instrument?
No, it's just a keyboard doing it.
Is it?
Yeah, just a
Oh, I
keyboard.
thought it was a
It's probably a synth.
Yeah.
It's someone playing a keyboard though. It might be a flute emulated on the keyboard, but it's a
I
keyboard.
don't know. I like the intro.
It's
I
not
like
a
where it
real
goes.
flute. It's not a
Okay, I know
flute,
what
dude.
you're saying.
It's a synth.
Okay.
But
But I like the way it builds. The intro
Yes.
guitar fades in.
Oh yeah.
don't stay.
Oh my God.
Run away.
Dude, I can listen to it all day.
Oh
dude.
my God. Perfect
So
singing
much
by.
fun.
This is why Brent is my favorite in the studio for moments like this, dude.
Yeah.
Just shines, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and then
It's-
slowly the instruments kick in like at
I
a
know.
time.
And it's your own fault. While there's all this depth in the
Ambience.
music, ambience, layers. There's a lot of layers going on while it's
Yes.
happening. And it just builds up
And it
perfectly.
just keeps adding
to the
depth
second
and
part.
depth.
Digga-down, down, digga-down, down. I don't know.
Dude. I think that part at 344 is my favorite riff. It's
Which one is that?
When it
The-
goes to the main the Ripper when it transitions after
Doom,
Don't Stay.
doom, doom.
Oh, let's go dance, dude. Let's fucking dance. That's so
the
good.
fucking by the light of the
Yes, dude. I
moon.
love
You
that, dude.
escape into the deep black golden night.
Dude,
I
it's
love it.
incredible,
Ride
man.
the tides of blood.
Dude, just turn it up, man.
Illumination. Dude, that song is such
It's
a
so
fucking
groovy.
journey.
It's so
Wait,
groovy
turn
and
it-
catchy.
what's the actual like? What are the parts? Are the parts names so we can categorize them a little bit for the organization of this debate?
Serper, Escape.
Yeah, so Usurper.
Martyr.
Okay. So pass it to me. Oh, you're no help, you piece of shit. I'm just kidding. So Usurper's the Don't Stay, Run Away
Yeah, that's
because
the
it's
beginning.
the story about the Russian Empire when the fucking Czar gets usurped. Whatever. I'm gonna guess that's where they're going for that. But the when
part
it's
that I love.
yes, the part you like. I guess that's the escape part. Dun, ticka, dun, diddle,
Yes.
diddle, 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 diddle. But let's talk about the third part, dude. I guess that's Martyr, where it slows down, boom, diddle, diddle, and it comes down.
657
Oh,
it
yeah.
stops.
Oh,
Stops,
that's
and
part.
then-
Yes,
and then it
after we get
goes.
the banging ride, the tides of blood. I love that shit.
Get up.
Yeah,
But when
for
they
a moment,
calm
you get
down-
the guitar to shine on
Oh,
that part.
This is your favorite solo in the album, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
by
what's
far
up.
my
It's
favorite.
between this one and Oblivion.
Yes.
This solo is so fucking good because
It's
I
a
love
masterpiece, man.
the lyrics, the open the crack in the sky.
Oh yeah.
That part is perfect.
Exactly.
Leaving the material world behind. Oh,
When I see the cover of this album, I think of that part of the
yes.
song.
That part reminds me of fucking
It describes the album.
It describes
Yes.
the whole album. That's
Yeah.
why I always whenever I hear that part of the album, I think album cover, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Because it sounds like a spiral, dude. Like when I think of Lateralis by Tool, like the endless spiral. That's what that part. That
You
shit
talk
is
about
amazing.
Tool, we talk about the song after. But.
Spiraling. Okay, sorry, here's the actual lyrics because I was like, I don't remember how they go. It's the spiraling up through the crack in the sky, leaving the material world behind.
Get up, dude.
I see your face in constellations. The martyr is ending his life for mine. Bro, that part, and then you just solo City, and then we come back to the downstairs.
Yeah, it goes back to it. It's just so good, dude.
That song is amazing. And now they're doing that Crack the Skye tour.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see this.
We're going to go see it. I'm pumped.
I cannot fucking wait to take a big old edible and get doink, sit in my seat and go on a damn journey because I ain't staying. I'm
like
running
the
away.
emotion just pours out, dude, and you just feel it. You feel the song. That's what I love about music, when you can feel it.
Yes,
you get those,
You want to talk about
agree.
Trip, and then it goes into Ghost of Karelia.
I know, but anyway, let's move on to the Drapery Falls, dude.
Oh yes, another great
Guys,
one.
Martin. All I can say about this intro is Martin fucking Mendez, dude. The bass is so amazing.
Yeah,
I just
concur,
cannot
man.
tell you how
completely
much
agree.
I love that bass melody behind the acoustic guitars and the way that whole that's another one that makes you feel, dude. That swaying. Doom 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 doodle doodle doom 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 doodle doodle. Oh, there's acoustics going on.
That production, dude.
That production is so fucking
Steven
good.
Wilson-esque.
And the lead guitar, the ambient lead, you only need like not that many notes, but it's perfectly fucking played.
This song is not as complex as a Czar, but
it's not.
Yeah.
But it's complex.
It's beautifully produced.
Yes, in the sense of its beauty. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. This is this is my favorite song on the album. For sure.
I would agree.
Favorite song?
I'd say it's tied between, I know I said about Blackwater Park. It's tied between this and Blackwater Park.
I have another one that's my favorite.
Really?
I have a third.
Yeah.
Dirge.
Oh,
Dirge? Mine's the
I
Black
really like
Funeral.
Dirge,
That's
dude.
some fucking
no, the funeral
Rex, dude.
the funeral portrait.
A funeral portrait.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm thinking
Oh,
of
JJ's always ruining the lyrics. JJ, here we go again. The portrait of a funeral.
Dude, I just love the melody in Dirge.
Oh yeah, but anyway, let's keep it the Drapery Falls. The transition into the heavy part is just fucking fantastic. How it starts screaming and stuff, and I love like all the guitar riffs with
Harmonized butter, dude.
Oh, I know. You know what else is harmonized butter? Is when there's the really heavy guitar part, and then it breaks away to the singing, and it's him and Steven singing together.
Oh, yeah.
That last harmonization they do before they go back to the main, the part they set up in the first part, Steven hits these notes, a harmonized part that you never hear people harmonize, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the note, like the intervals.
Yes, the intervals you do are like very different, and it just works perfectly, man. I'm trying to remember the... spiraling to the ground below like autumn leaves it in. Oh, yeah. But it's that waking up to your sound again, the lapse into ways of misery, the harmonized vocal that Steven puts on perfectly like balances out where the song goes back to lyrically. Like it's perfect. Yeah. The song is perfect. Yeah. It's the one, dude, that is a top 10 Opeth song for me for sure. I love 10? The Drapery. Top 10.
So you like the abrupt stops that it has?
Yes, dude. I love everything about the song is my favorite.
That's what the knockoff is for me. Like
you
get caught off
the heavy and then it stops.
It's abruptly stops. Like,
I know, but I think that works for the song, dude.
To me, it doesn't.
There's another song.
I love the song, but I just don't like that part when it does that. Like,
I can see why.
It's just another song then.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to throw my beer away. Yeah, I can see why you would say that, but I think the transition worked there. There's another song on this album, the one that Tommy likes, that I think the transition doesn't work that well. From the acoustic to the electric. The first time. But going back, I think it works better. But anyway, I love it. But I think the Czar musically is my favorite song on Crack the Skye, but not emotionally. Yeah. I think the
emotion hits hard on this one.
Dude, Crack the Skye.
Not as much as Oblivion.
No, Crack the Skye, the title track, That's the one, dude.
That's because
That's
Scott
the
Kelly
one.
fucking
Scott Kelly.
Well, we'll talk about it in a bit.
We'll get that. We'll get there when we get there. But compared to them both, they're both probably two of my musically. These are both my favorite songs on the album. So I'm glad that they went up to each other. And this is fucking hard. So I'm not making the first choice.
Really?
I want to know what y'all are going with.
Wow. I guess I'll go first. Just because I don't like those abrupt stops. It's actually not just because. I actually like the Czar a lot. I am going with the Czar, but it's just because it's so complex, dude. But it gels together really well, and it's just an emotional adventure, and I love it.
Yeah,
it doesn't, and the Drapery Falls doesn't hit me as hard, but and I'm not knocking it because it's a fucking badass song, especially the ending.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
love
when
it when it comes back.
In,
oh,
shit.
exactly.
Yes,
when they do that riff again and the fucking double bass comes back.
And it picks
up.
I love it, dude. But there's nothing like the Czar to me.
Damn.
It's fucking so good. I love it. I can't say enough of it.
Jeez.
I'm picking the Czar.
That's a big hit. Tommy, where you going with?
All right. As much as I love the Czar, I do love it. Just because of the production value and the dynamics alone. I'm going to choose Drapery Falls. Dude.
Wow.
Damn.
I think
hit.
the production for both are incredible.
They're both buttery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I didn't think that would be the turning point for you. Huh. That's interesting to me. What about you, Will?
Drapery Falls smacks.
Both, like I said, they're both my favorite songs on either album. Both albums I absolutely love.
This is a game
If it comes down to children, which this is, dude, this is picking fucking children from me, dude. This is choosing children 101. Man, I'm gonna have to go with fucking. I'm gonna go with the Czar.
Woo!
I love the Drapery Falls, but you're right. That middle part for Crack the Skye, just I think puts it up just a little bit more for me. Just that Brent's delivery of the crack in the sky with his guitar playing.
The delivery's great.
Sold.
I love it.
Sold completely. But dude, just shout out to fucking Martin Mendez. Like his bass work there is so fucking good. Martin, he's a legend, and the drumming is fucking cool too.
These two songs are truly toe to toe. Like going head to head. They're both
seriously,
masterpieces.
Man, that was a fucking hard one for me. So I want to see what people pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't get mad who you pick because they're both badass.
I know.
You have a case for both.
Yeah, and I think it would come down to just what band do you like better, Opeth or Mastodon. But for most people, for me, it's just the song. But yeah, like I said, the Czar. So the Czar gets the pentagram of truth.
Damn.
Big hit.
Which means we're going to track number 5. Dirge for November versus Ghost of Karelia. I'm going to start this one off, guys. I think this is a fucking joke. Coast of Karelia is way better. Way better than the Dirge for November.
I agree, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say this was completely
so let's start with
landslide. A complete landslide.
This is a complete landslide to me because
Dirge is so interesting. Oh, wait.
Yes. I'm going to start with Dirge.
Okay.
Just why I'm bashing it because I think it's the worst song on the album. It's the worst song on Opeth album, and it's the worst song on the Mastodon album for me personally.
Worst one.
There's something about the transition
down there,
from the acoustic part to the hard part of this song that I don't buy.
So well, right? Yeah.
I don't think they don't sound like the same song to me.
I would agree with that.
But the way they transition back from the heavy part back in, and plus the heavy part. Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing the song because I love the way it starts. It has the potential to be one of the best songs on the fucking album because the slow part is one of my favorites. Doom, 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 doom.
I actually like the heaviness of it.
The melody's
I don't
butter.
like the beginning. I like the heaviness.
No, I'm the complete opposite, dude. I think
that riff is so fucking butter, dude.
No, it's I don't
the
think,
one at that 4-minute mark.
No.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
No, I love that part.
Yeah.
No, but that's a different song.
No, it's not. It's the beginning of
No, you were thinking of the Leper's Infinity. I know which melody you're thinking of, though. And the fucking... But anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I know what you said. The Dirge for November, that opening melody and acoustic part is one of my favorites on the album. It's fan-fucking-tastic, dude. But I don't think the heavy part is the best Opeth heavy part I've ever heard. There's so many better Opeth songs. Yeah. There's on this album, I think
I would agree with that.
Every other heavy song on this album is better.
I would agree with that, but I'm not knocking it off. That fucking riff is badass.
Yeah,
dude.
it is. It's good. but it's not great like the other songs on this album. It's just good. And then you want to talk about Ghost of fucking, I don't even know how to say this word, Karelia?
Karelia.
Dude.
I don't know.
Guys.
Dude.
If you've never heard the song High, you're doing it wrong. You
Your
are
favorite
doing
part,
it.
that 146 mark?
No,
Oh
the
my
beginning.
Oh, it's so interesting, dude.
Oh, it's just like sucking you in and out and in and out. And then it just goes into like a buttery fucking riff.
It's like voluntary hypnosis.
Yes. And okay, so
Seriously.
you didn't like Troy's delivery on Quintessence,
Yeah.
but his delivery on this song,
Oh, it's a game changer.
awesome. Love the world, my
Yeah.
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
gave
Stop.
you.
So much better on this song.
I
It's
love
insane.
the whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
And then it gets too heavy after that part.
Yes. Bull's bloodshot eyes.
Put on your mean, steaky face,
So
man.
good.
I love that shit.
But when the opening part comes back and then Braun plays like a more upbeat drum with it, holy shit, it smacks you in the face like a ton of fucking buttery
Yes.
bricks. Butter.
Yeah, dude. It goes through
That shit's
different
butter.
tempos, and it's fucking fantastic.
Amazing. Dude, that song is literally amazing. That is one of the most, for me, I think it's a very underrated Mastodon song because I don't hear about it a lot.
Actually,
they don't
yeah.
play it a lot.
No.
I think that's the stoner metal jam. Stoner prog metal jam.
Really? I would.
For me personally, a lot of people
I think Crack the Skye would be there.
be there, yeah. A lot, I don't know, a lot of people in stoner metal like more like the sludgy, maybe like a Sleep, like a slower, like big riffs, even Candlemass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The really long, drawn out riffage. But for me, I really like the layering when I'm inebriated.
Yeah.
I love Baroness, yeah. I love the layering of music. And so I think this song does the layering so fucking well. Dude, there's one of those percussive instruments at the beginning, that one that you smack on your hand and like shakes, right? What the fuck is that instrument called? No one knows. You know what I'm
But the drums, everything in this song.
Everything. It's an instrument that you would have had in like your elementary school band practice, choir practice. It's that weird.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know
know
what I'm
you're
talking
talking about, yeah.
You know, it has the ball
That's
in the end
funny.
and it's squiggly.
Yeah.
It's there and it works. I go on a journey. And if you guys have ever seen the YouTube videos of where they fucking are recording the thing in the album, like the in studio recording when they're actually doing the album, and you see Braun with all the percussive stuff he uses, you're like, fuck, man, he puts a lot of attention to detail starting from this album onward. Here, I gotta fix JJ's mic. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know.
JJ's getting. I'm
Getting heated.
Getting too heated. He's throwing his mic, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'll edit a little bit of that out. But so fucking like I was saying, it's funny to see Braun and all the percussion he uses, because when you listen to it and you start listening to more of the layers, when you open your mind up, you're like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff going in that all works together to make that sound. So
Yeah, that got me into Mastodon a lot.
Yes.
That whole vibe, because they were hard to get into for me. Like I
really,
don't know.
yeah,
No, yeah.
no,
I
I
agree.
I agree.
They're
with
very
you.
They're hard to
abrasive.
get into because they have so many parts going on.
Yeah. Well, it took
But-
me a little reverting. Like, so like I got into prog rock or whatever, right? And then you get into 70s prog. You get you get into like good
Yes.
stuff. And then you listen to this
And you-
stuff, and then you're like, okay, I get what these guys are coming
Yes.
from, because they're little like, I don't know, they're like
Mixing.
the way they mix their
Yes.
styles is just like, okay, they're making prog more relevant, I guess. if
Exactly.
that makes more sense.
I completely agree because
Back then they just had jazz, right? They just had whatever they had, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Now they're using like everything they have now.
to make the
they're
influence
using
of
all
what
of
this
the
album's coming
equipment
from.
and
They
stuff.
You can-
incorporate so much, dude.
We'll get to the Last Baron, because the Last Baron has fucking King Crimson written all over.
I know what
at
part you're
certain
talking
parts.
about, yes.
But this one, yeah, I completely agree. You hear the you hear the Genesis influence, you hear the fucking, like I said, King Crimson. I mean, go
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole. Remember that with Gentle Giants in there
Yeah.
too.
The
I
whole
mean,
album as a whole, yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
the album as the whole has so many prog influences, but yet they take it to the next level by bringing in the heaviness
Yes.
of
Yeah,
Mastodon,
exactly.
which makes this
makes it
album
modern, makes it
modern.
relevant.
It makes it relevant because the two albums beforehand are heavy, have prog elements. This one goes all out with like the depth, not just
layering, yeah.
not just the music, but the layering. Exactly, the textures, feeling it.
Production.
And this song in particular, man, I can feel it on my. It's like I can taste it. I can feel the song,
Like
man.
this, yeah, and this album, like Crack the Skye, could have been produced wrong, and it could have sounded like shit.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't
In
look.
an instant.
I didn't look up the producer's name.
In an
Shout out
instant.
to this producer
For real.
because he did an incredible
There
job.
are so many things going on at all times with this
Yes.
album. So like for them to have like make it to where
make
you
it
can
work
hear
like that?
everything
Fuck.
going on.
Yeah,
in a,
amazing. Literally
Yeah.
amazing. This modern classic. But so is Blackwater Park, and I don't want to take away from it.
Yeah.
I just think Dirge from November is nowhere near Ghost of Clearia.
Yeah, it goes clear.
Are we on is this a sweep?
Unanimous, yeah.
Oh,
Unanimous?
for sure.
All right, let's move on. Ghost of Clearia gets the pentagram of truth.
Wow, I didn't think we were all gonna be on the same page.
All
on
right,
that.
so we're going to track number 6, The Funeral Portrait versus
This
Crack
one
the Skye.
is fucking hard, dude. for
It's
me.
hard?
It's hard for me.
It's easy for me.
Easy for y'all?
Easy for me.
So
Oh my
Sorry, dude.
God. Are you serious?
how can you compare, dude?
dude? I love both of them. I really.
This
do.
one's unfair.
It's unfair.
This one's
Come
unfair
on, dude.
because
I know where you guys are
Mastodon.
going
Here's
with.
why: because Mastodon they typed in the cheat code up, down, down, left, right, and Scott Kelly appeared in the studio.
It's not fair.
It's not fair how good Scott Kelly's fucking delivery is on this song.
Dude, he needs to be in the band.
He is in the band, man. Scott
Dude.
Kelly is incredible, and what this song represents to him and Braun both, as
Yeah.
both having suicides in their life of close family members,
course.
and what it means. This song's a different fucking level,
Levels.
dude. It's
But dude, you
so
cannot
good.
knock off the funeral portrait.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not. Do you want to? Let's start with the
Let's
funeral
start
portrait.
with it because you get the acoustics fading in, and then you get that classic Opeth
Dude,
sound.
that riff. Heavy.
Dude, the riff is so heavy.
Yeah.
And then
Like
like
growl?
it goes through a journey too for me because at the 354 mark you slow it down with the guitars, but you still have the drumming going crazy.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And then to me, it's the best solo on the album.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a
Why?
masterpiece.
I have to say something about that.
Let's go for it.
after.
No,
go ahead.
I got a real problem with all the guitar solos in Blackwater Park.
From
Why?
Peter Lindgren.
I think he
what's
does
your
pretty
problem
well.
with
You
the
know my
solos?
big problem. You know my biggest problem is
What?
he's not Frederick, dude.
Oh shit! You're gonna have the mass. Dude, you're gonna have the Opeth army coming at you for that. He's not better than Frederick.
Damn.
Peter ain't no Frederick.
He ain't no Frederick.
Frederick
as far
is insane.
As far as solos go, because the riffs, you know, they
Yeah.
may be there. If he had
But
a part
I
with
think-
it,
I
is that
don't-
mainly Michael? You think, or
That's what I was just about to bring up. I don't know for a fact,
because
but you know this is a
if
Michael.
this is a solo versus solo lead guitar battle, dude, Frederick blows it out of the water.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, speaking
Yeah.
to maybe someone can correct us out there. To me, how I understand Opeth is a ship, and Michael's the captain.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a
As far as-
democracy.
That's not
Yeah.
a question, dude.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
democracy. It's like very. It's Megadeth.
Oh, yeah.
Stern. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's,
am.
It's
the fucking
Michael's
man.
way.
Yeah.
Whereas Mastodon is a collaborative effort of 4 fucking
Oh, yeah,
legends.
Yeah. No. I
You know,
agree
and
with
Michael's a legend in his own right, and so are all the players he has with him.
But
I
that
think,
can also argue for the diversity of Mastodon. You know.
yeah, exactly. That's why on this album you have more. I think more soundscapes going on. I don't know if that makes better songs, but you do have more going on musically.
Whereas Opeth is very.
I'm not trying to say this album's one trick pony, but there's 2 things they do: a slow acoustic part that's sad, and do a really heavy death metal part.
Well, yeah, but there's.
I mean, if you're gonna break it down to brass tacks,
Yeah.
but they just do it really fucking well.
They do it so well, dude.
Yeah. Whereas, like on the Mastodon album, you got a progger, you got a banger, you got
people that
chicken
can
picking,
groove.
you got these like Ghost of Clearia, where you got these percussive instruments. Who knows what fucking guitar or music shop they even bought those at?
So it's gonna be a clean sweep, but I can't believe you say it's not even close. But Funeral Portrait's fucking good, dude.
no,
It's
I
good.
I
It's just
love that
compared
song,
to
dude.
Crack the Skye, it ain't fair.
Dude, Crack the Skye is
Let's go
one.
to it because the guitar work is
Oh,
out of this world.
we didn't even talk about Funeral Portrait, dude, because I was gonna think of one of the. I was looking at one of the lines I really like of this.
Yeah.
I just love the way it ends. And you are just like all of them, stained by the names of fathers. I'm greeting my downward fall, leaving the thrones to others. I love that ending of Funeral Portrait.
The solo's cool. I like that outro solo too.
Yes, the outro part is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the duet singing.
But yes, let's get to Crack the Skye, dude.
Oh my god, the guitar work is crazy, dude.
From beginning to end, it has that kind of
It's
slow.
a masterpiece. This song
You
is
get
a
them
masterpiece.
big
dude.
chunky riffs. Woo!
Yeah, because it
beautiful.
starts slower, but when they actually bring that lead riff in, because there's those cool little leads, and then you hit the boom, boom, boom. The blessed visionary, cut me with your son. The river's red with blood.
I feel like I took something from that guy.
I know.
The lead singer, Scott Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Or the one that helps. Yeah, he is a feature, right? So that guy, his voice is insane.
I know. And then even the clean sung parts, I think sound fucking amazing.
With Braun and
Troy.
It has like an underwater effect, like at that 3-minute mark. Do you
I think
I
know what you're talking about.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong with this song. It's perfect.
It's perfect, dude. I love that fucking I can see the pain. It's written all over your face. Dude, those parts sound so good. The clean parts are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Of this song. That they literally take you away, man.
I was going off on a little tangent because it's in my head now. Who sings Scott Kelly's parts when
live?
They do it live?
Troy.
It's Troy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did a really good job.
Yeah.
We saw last time we saw him, they played Crack the Skye.
Did they? I don't remember
dude,
that.
They played Crack the Skye and The Last Baron the last time we saw him.
Holy shit.
At
just
the
remember
Aztec?
The Last Baron, yeah.
Yeah, they played both, dude, and they were fucking amazing. Yeah, this one was particularly amazing, and Troy did a really good job. But that one line, dude, it always gets me, dude. Always in line. It got me really good. The mama, don't let her take her. Don't take her down, dude.
Yeah.
That's too much, man.
That's so
I mean, the actual
insane.
writing, maybe not the greatest in the world, but that's the emotional impact of Scott's voice. Scott, like I said, he was the cheat code. And they got extra butter put in. Dude. Would it be as good of a song if Scott wasn't the one doing those screams? I don't think so, dude.
Dude, his screams are
It's a selling
impeccable.
point.
Yeah.
Those screams are impeccable.
I don't know if you checked them out. I know I've gotten Tommy to check them out, but if you haven't checked out Neurosis, dude, Neurosis is the fucking shit.
I'm gonna have to.
They are so
I really like
good.
Scully.
Yeah.
I like his special guest appearances on
Yes.
anything he does.
I
on
like Mastodon better than Neurosis, but it's good
Grace
to see
and
that.
Times, right?
Yeah. Oh no, Grace. Times of Grace.
Times of Grace.
Times of Grace, man. That album's gotten through Silver and Blood is a great album. But anyway, we'll have to do those later on. You can see Mastodon got a lot of influence from them, and Scott Kelly as a vocalist is just fantastic. But with that being said, I think Crack the Skye is a whole different league than Funeral Portrait.
I didn't think this was gonna be a sweep. I thought,
really? Come on now. Crack the Skye is just so good.
I really wanted to take Funeral Portrait. I really did.
Crack the Skye gets the Pentagram of Truth, which brings us down to the ending. Another battle, dude. Another battle. Blackwater Park versus The Last Baron. The Last Baron.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's start with The Last Baron because we started with
prog to the max, dude.
Prog
to the max.
Guess they would say.
How many changes are in that song?
There's so many changes.
So many changes.
And the opening is so good. It's just like the Czar. Brent, take it away with.
Flow into each other.
Yeah, take Brent, put his voice over stonery atmospheric stuff, and it sounds incredible. I guess they would say. Oh, and then when please take my hand.
Yes, it
Please
gels
take my
so well
soul
together.
Oh.
Because there's so many parts to this song. Up tempo, down tempo, like it's all over, man. I love this.
It's all over the place. And when it cuts into the fast part, that part isn't as good to me as the Czar's part. It's cool, but I think the really cool part about the song is the King Crimson.
Oh, dude, they're influenced so hard.
Dude, that part is amazing. Musically,
It's so good.
the musicianship there, and when we saw it live, you're just like
21st century schizoid man.
up the ass.
Up the ass.
Up
but
the ass, yeah.
butter.
Those kind of weird breaks that they do, and staying in time, playing at that tempo with those time signatures is like, what the fuck is going on? How do you do that? You got to be fucking great. And all 4 members of this band are legends.
Yes.
And that part's butter.
Diverse to the max, and yet
Here's
it
my
works
big
well.
thing I think about The Last Baron. The big riff, the money riff.
The one at 3:11.
No.
Or
Wait,
the-
it's after that breakdown
the
part.
one at 9:15. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That part,
Grooves.
I love that groove riff, but I think it wasn't worth all that build up to get to that riff.
You think it could have been better?
I think it could have been, there's some parts that it could have been like teased earlier on, or I think to get all the way in this journey to that riff,
There, you know, and
It's a little bit of a
direction, you
letdown
think?
for you.
not like
It's a different direction.
different direction. I think, I don't know. I love that
think
riff.
it works
It's
really
a cool
well.
off kilter riff, but I just think like we got all the way through this. I was expecting something else.
Like the album, you mean? The whole
through the whole album too. Yeah, because the last song. But let's just talk about the last bear in general. It builds up to that riff. That's the big riff.
Yeah.
It's like it's a cool hook. I like it. I groove out to it. But I think I wanted something that just smacks.
It doesn't smack for you? I think it does smack
I wanted something bang,
get funky
dude.
and groovy, dude.
For example, in Crack the Skye, we work all the way up into getting that dun 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 dun, and then they enhance it into the dun 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 dun. Now that's amazing, but once that part comes in, it's worth the wait. Because
look
Scott
at
Kelly,
the time difference of it.
Yeah, it's a couple minutes, but what I'm saying is they could have teased that riff earlier on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Worked with the riff more.
Yeah, I like it. I love the song. I love The Last Baron. I'm just saying that's my only critique of the song I can
agree,
think of. But I love the way it comes back into Brent's voice, very Czar-like. But song's awesome. I mean, it's a fantastic song.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. Whatever he said.
No, I really do, man. I mean,
But you think that riff's like the be-all, end-all, or what?
but my favorite riff off the album, I mean, this song is the one at 3:11.
You're talking about when they actually start the fast part.
Yeah, when they fight.
Yeah, after.
That's
We
pretty groovy.
can make the world. And then the bam, 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 bam.
That part I'm talking about.
I love the delay effect at that part.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. And then the way it builds up, and then all that I have seen.
Yes,
that part's
dude.
amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the build-up's great.
Yeah. What do you think, Tommy? Where you at?
I'd say, I think in the first half of the song, I have like a switch, I guess. The first half of the song, I love the instruments. I don't as much love the vocal melody.
Yeah.
Whereas the second half of the song,
You think it's just cheesy, like Brent's voice?
Yeah.
Just like,
No.
I love it, dude. It's
okay,
so
but the
over
second
top.
half, I think the opposite. I think the instruments are a little more,
in your face.
yeah, and I like the vocal melodies more.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the all that I have seen.
Because it's more of a play on the
Yeah.
time signature.
Yes, that's a good point. The delivery of the lines work really good with the tempo. And
And then in the beginning, I think it's more cheesy.
That's Baron.
It's like very,
I love
like,
it.
It's
Yes,
so
dude.
like.
Wait, they
purged
do
out.
that like
You
in the
think so?
8-minute mark too.
It's just
I like
it's
it, but
Brent,
I
but
could-
it's
it is Brent.
but I don't know. Again, first half I like music, the instruments, and I don't like as much the vocal delivery.
What do you think
Second
about
half I
that
like the
last
vocal delivery.
solo?
The
The
last
last
solo
solo's
is
pretty
buttery.
cool, dude.
It's all right.
You don't like it?
No, I like it, but I don't like it as much as the Czar or Oblivion.
Because
Yeah.
at like that 9:15 mark, you get that little.
But I like the
teaser that
vocal
they're gonna
delivery
stop.
more.
I'm like, nah, son, it's not over.
Yeah.
It's not over. Let's solo it up.
But
Dude,
guys,
I like it.
let's get to Blackwater Park.
Dude, is that heavy
It's
intro?
the best song on the album for sure. I think.
It's the best song. I think music combined with lyrics, it's one of my favorite Opeth songs. Also a top 10 Opeth song. The riffs do not stop.
Nope.
It's back-to-back gold, dude.
Back to back to back gold. Because when they
Like,
bring,
yeah, it's like four riffs in a row.
4 riffs in a row of just like amazingness. And you want to talk about Dirge from November being a good heavy riff? Get the fuck out of here, dude. There's 4 buttery riffs like in a row off Blackwater Park that all kill the Dirge from November. Kill it.
Kill it.
Slaughterfest. Amazingness. And I was going to speak to, I love the one part. It's like halfway through the song, I want to say, when they bring the heaviness, after slowing down, they bring the heaviness back in, and Michael's voice is even lower and harder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, watch the fuck out. If they play this live,
Get out of the way.
it's,
But the only problem I have with it is with
there's
the
no problem with it.
No,
Don't
there
say
is
that.
a problem.
Shut up.
It slows down for fucking 2 minutes. That's unnecessary.
But it works, dude.
No, it doesn't
you know
work
why
for
it
me,
works?
dude.
It works
It
for me
doesn't
because
work
there's
for me.
something about, especially this slowdown,
No,
that gets my like imagination as a listener going. I don't know why. Like it just puts me in
It's
a
like
take a
dance.
flying
nap?
whales.
Like
What, you take a
flying
fucking
whales.
nap? That's what you're doing.
No,
In those
dude.
2 minutes.
I'm not taking a nap. Taking a nap is falling asleep, not being. I'm consciously aware of the journey I'm going on in my mind.
And it's like this part is like here. You have a little playground. You have a little break before the butter.
Yeah,
It does
completely
pick
agree.
up and it gets fucking banging again. But I don't think that part is.
It's like an intermission.
necessary.
I take that
Yes.
part over the King Crimson ripoff.
No, the King Crimson is unique, dude. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Think about all the countless people have never heard of King Crimson.
Emotion over technicality.
Nah, technicality
in this regard.
This sense of this two songs,
Dude,
I'm gonna take that.
Can we get the lyrics? They're okay. Last Baron's cool, but dude,
Blackwater Park lyrics.
the
are
first
amazing.
fucking stanza, confessor of tragedies and men, lurking in the core of us all, the last dying call for the ever lost, brief encounters and bleeding pain, dude. The fucking scourge of the earth, dude. The shit that makes everything corrupt, man, is us. Dude, I love it, man. Blackwater Park is one of my favorite allegories about humans and mankind. And it's perfectly portrayed on this Opeth song. Fucking awesome. Can you say it about Last Baron?
No, you can't.
What can you say about Last Baron's lyrics? Defend yourself.
No, I will not. I'm just going.
Defend yourself. On guard. No, and we're going to be singing about the Last Baron. Who is the Last Baron?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't really know.
I'm starting to think, I can't understand half the well, I'm like, I think I've said in previous episodes, I have a hard time hearing what they're actually saying. So I don't think I've ever listened to I'm going to tell everyone, I've never listened to Last Baron with the lyrics, so I don't really know. I sing along, I know all the parts, I know all the melodies, but
I don't think it's a fair matchup, dude.
you don't think it's a fair matchup?
Oh, it's a
Blackwater
fair matchup.
just blows it out of the water.
blows it out of the park.
What? That's a
I'm taking the
big
Last
statement.
Baron. I'm taking the Last Baron.
You're fighting to the death on the Last Baron?
Yes, dude.
It's a hard one for me.
Instrumental. I'll take it all day.
Wow.
It's a hard one for me, but the emotional appeal of Blackwater, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a
Blackwater.
knockout.
Lyrics,
for me.
Blackwater
music.
is a top 10 Opeth song. I don't know if The Last Baron's a top 10 Mastodon song.
Oh, that's a good question. That's how good Mastodon is.
That's how good Opeth is. What are you talking about,
What do
bitch?
you mean?
Dude, Blackwater Park is fucking amazing. It's incredible.
It's incredible. It's not. I don't think it's
It's
their
the best
song.
way to end the album, dude.
Yeah, perfect ending to the album. So is The Last Baron, though.
I mean, both are already picking. fucking-
Actually, you know what? I
Blackwater
think I would have
Park.
ended the Crack the Skye with Crack the Skye. I think
I
I
would
would have
have done
switched
Last
them.
Baron into Crack the Skye.
Last Baron in the Crack the Skye, maybe. Last Baron. Oh yeah. Flip them. Yes, that's what
Holy
I'm saying.
shit,
I
what
would
would
have
you
flipped them.
picked
Huh?
if it was Crack the Skye versus Blackwater?
Holy
two best songs?
shit, dude!
I'd be choosing children.
I think I would take Crack the Skye.
Wow,
I would
the
probably
emotional
choose Crack.
appeal hits you really hard, man.
I love that song, man. There's just something about this. I love it, man. What that song represents to them, the emotion they put into it. It's something else, man. That song's amazing. So, yeah, that's my.
I'm not even mad that you guys picked Blackwater Park. It's a really good song, but I just like The Last Baron better. I really thought you guys were going to choose it. The instruments are incredible in that song.
So the Last Baron gets the pentagram of truth, which brings us to
Who's
the
the winner?
end, to the
the winner?
conclusion of who won. Opeth got 3 pentagrams with truth, and Mastodon got 4, which means Crack the Skye is the winner here on Debate and Destroy.
Get up.
Damn, dude.
And-
I'm not surprised. I'm not.
Really?
I really thought Mastodon was going to win from the start.
That was a hard one for me, man. They're so close, but I think if I was just gonna put the albums on, I'm gonna give a slight edge to Mastodon.
3 singing superstars versus 1 singing superstar.
But that one singing superstar is 20 times better than each of the other ones. Maybe.
Yeah, but
I'd take Michael over all 3 of them by miles.
But then Fuse, I'll take all 3 of members.
I don't even know.
Michael.
I don't know. That's a hard one. What do you think, Tommy? Is this a surprise to you?
I guess before I listened to Crack the Skye the whole way through, yeah, I thought like, wow, Opeth is just everything.
Yeah, Opeth's gonna win.
But then because I haven't heard that much from Mastodon, but then I heard this fucking album from Mastodon, and I was like, oh my god, what are these motherfuckers
my
on?
What are
I
these
need
guys?
to change my guy.
I
You know what I
know.
mean? Yeah, so I just
You really can't be wrong on whichever.
Either
album
one.
you
either
choose.
one is
Yeah.
gold.
2 fantastic fucking albums with all the love in the world and all the shout outs and cred to every musician who was a part of this and people, because these 2 albums are like 2 of my favorite albums of all time.
Untouchables.
Yeah.
They're untouchables. Right there with The Way of All Flesh
Yeah.
and Flying and then From Mars
For
is Serious,
sure.
dude.
But that being said, motherfuckers,
If you chose Opeth, tell them, what are they?
they're fucking wrong.
Your opinion is
Your
wrong.
opinion's wrong.
Their opinion is wrong, bitch. And that's it. We got here at Debate and Destroy. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Keep headbanging, motherfucker.